Hello beautiful dragon people, it's me, your pal Vero, here to bring you some more of that Dragon Prince content today in my continuing review of the art of the Dragon Prince. Now if you haven't been watching the series and this is the first video of this that you are watching, don't worry, I just go through page by page and kind of review and evaluate different things, give you my thoughts. It's real casual and you don't have to watch all the videos before it to get this part. So without further ado, let's get right back into it. The Dragon Attack episode was based on the short story the team wrote during early development, and you guys will remember that all the way back from the very first video. So for those of you that I just told you you didn't have to do it. Alright, next page, reference to the past part. so sorry about that. Wow, this is really cool. So this is the town guard tower, and this is where they fire the big ballista thing at the dragon, but to no success. And you guys remember how all that goes. Here's some more beautiful artwork of the town, and oh, I recognize this place. This is where Soren ends up after his little incident. Don't make a dragon mad, guys. That's all I'm saying. Like don't make a dragon mad at you, and you won't end up paralyzed. Oh, here we go. Dark Magic Callum. Dark Callum, pale skin and sunken eyes recalled Viren's true form, withered by overusing dark magic. This is what Callum fears he would become. Yeah, this is true. Yeah, he could become like this. You know what's funny is like this image right here of him like waking up in 2020 be like oh, paralyzed Soren. I don't know, I kind of liked his poetry though. You know, what was it? Dragon Smash Boy, say the good words now. They light the hearts of other people. Not quite a haiku, but close enough. Then we get some really interesting art from Callum's dream. Then we get a look at the creepy little bug, Viren's little bug pal, and some different variant color designs for him. And they're really interesting. I actually like all of these. I really like the green and purple one. I really like the color purple. That's why I use it in so many of my videos and things. And then we get the forbidden pages of Erebos' lore. And now I've seen people who have tried to translate these. And I watched a video, I think from Cartoon Universe, where they kind of try to break down the various different kinds of languages that are used in it. And I think that's really cool. I don't remember what it says, but I'm sure it's very good information. So go watch that video. Then we get to look at the interior of Erebos' quote-unquote prison. As eternal prisons go, even Erebos has to admit that his home is comfortable and elegantly decorated. So yeah, it is very nice. Although I do notice there's no bed. Is he have a bedroom someplace else in this weird looking area or not? Ah yes, the grove where you can go and get that delicious milk fruit. And you know, with the young deers who are young and full of life, and you guys know what goes down. And then down here at the bottom we get a little storyboard of the moment when Claudia bursts into the hospital area with her arcane powers and infuses him with the Sith lightning and unlimited power. And he's fine, he can feel his toes again. So no more terrible poetry from Sorbear. Which is a little disappointing because I would love to hear some more of his poetry, and I would come from very far and drink tea with him and listen to his poems if he decided to do that. Oh cool, look at this. So we get some really cool artwork of Claudia with her crazy hair. It's amazing how well it clumps together though. We can see the beginnings of her becoming corrupted from overuse of dark magic to have a horrifying visage, not too unlike what Callum fears he will become. And my personal belief is that she's going to end up on the secondary villain route, so I'm pretty sure that we will get to see her become more and more scary as the show goes on. Then we get to see the creepy shadow forms of the various moon shadow elves who were corrupted and used through dark magic to attack the other leaders of the human kingdoms by Viren. Then we get some beautiful art of the moon shadow path, where we can see them going across it in the various different kinds of rune symbols straight upon the path. But what I always wondered about this is, do these same, like, stones that kind of sink after you walk, do they come back to the top? Do they rise back up over time? Or does the path naturally kind of, like, re-stone itself? Like, do the stones in the lava kind of, like, reposition in a way so that there's a path and the runes, like, connect to the stones, and the stones are not actually the path of the runes, and the runes, after sinking the stones, after being stalked, then they'll walk them. Do you guys know? Do you guys have any idea what I'm talking about? Does it make any sense? I'm just trying to figure out how it works. I think my brain is broken now. Then we get a good look at 𝐀𝐧𝐝 and a little storyboard of the moment where they try to come across it, and 𝐴𝐷's beautiful flying scene. Then we get a little exterior artwork of Luxoria, and that brings us to Book 3's son. Zadian, Callum and Rayla have finally crossed the border, and the final stretch of their journey begins. Ezran returns home to take his place on the throne, where he hopes to stand against the calls for bloodshed. All the while, Viren plots from jail as Erebos' mysterious influence grows. Will little Zim be reunited with his mother before the two worlds erupt in all-out war? Well, you'll have to watch Season 3 to find out. Or, you know, if you're watching this video, you've seen it. I don't really worry about spoilers for the show on this, because I'm like, if you found my channel, you've seen the show. Great place to start. 𝐀𝐧𝐝. 𝐀𝐧𝐝 is a powerful sun archdragon and former king of the dragons, left blind after a face-off with the original dark mage Zard. Is that Zyard or Zard? Has anybody heard this said out loud? 𝐀𝐧𝐝's hatred for the human smolders in his ancient heart. Okay, so we get some really cool artwork of him, and I really like these, like, magma version of him down here. That is really cool looking. Like, that's really neat. I always like it when they take on more Pokemon looks. As one of you guys in the comment section is like, looks like a Pokemon. I think I like them when they look more like Pokemon. So maybe it's best that I'm not I don't have a voice on what the designs are, because they would just all look like weird Pokemon in my universe, apparently. Wow, look at this. The majestic former king of the dragon, 𝐀𝐧𝐝. He seems so noble in this picture and not all screaming about how he smells death on people. It's beautiful. Zard. Is that right? Or is it Zyard? Zyard? Is it Zyard? Is that how you're supposed to pronounce it? Like with like a hard... Because it would be... The A would make the I say its name, so it would be Zyard. Zard. Is this gonna be entertainment? Are you guys having fun? I feel like I'm having fun over here, but I'm like, is this the quality YouTube content that you've come to expect from me? Anyway, I'm gonna say Zard. I don't know if there's supposed to be like a more pronounced sound in there. That's what I'm gonna go with. You guys can all correct me in the comments. As the first human to learn dark magic. Oh, really? Was he the first human? Is that news, guys? Has that been confirmed before? Because I knew he was one of the first, but I didn't realize he was literally the first human. That's really interesting. I didn't know that. That might be really important for later. As the first human to learn dark magic. The most uncreative Sith Lord. As the first human to learn dark magic, Zard taught others the craft and helped guide humanity to prosperity. But he incurred the wrath of all of Zadian. And then we get, like, this is really cool down here. I really like this, like, the alternate versions of him. This one over here makes him look a lot more kind of like a homeless person, which I can kind of get behind. Like, that's an interesting idea. Kind of like a nomad. I like it. And then we get a female version of the character, which I really like a lot. That would be really cool. To have, I love some female villains. They're great. Yes, and then down here we get to see Zyard's staff. It can drain the magic from a whole host of creatures all at once. And I wonder if that is going to be the ultimate plan of Erebos at the end. That he's going to cast some kind of magic spell and consume all magical creatures in the world all at once. I don't really have any evidence for that. It just seems like kind of like a cool world-ending kind of event that could be part of his revenge agenda. And then we get the Adoraburs. These cute little fuzzballs latch onto bigger creatures to travel great distances. Young elf children love to play with them, and the Adoraburs don't seem to mind. And these guys are so cute, and it breaks my heart that Claudia has one in a little glass thing, and something horrible is going to happen to it. I'm so sad. I'm not okay with that. Then we get a little storyboard down here of the scene where they are first interacting with 𝐀𝐧𝐝 𝐅𝐚𝐜𝐞𝐛�𝐨𝐤, and he's all like, "I smell death." Oh, 𝐀𝐧𝐝 𝐅𝐚𝐜𝐞𝐛�𝐵. He's a grumpy old dragon. Without the destructive influence of human civilization, trees on the Zadian side of the border can grow to massive proportions. Oh wow, yeah, these are really pretty. Adoraburs cling to blades of grass hidden in the scattered meadows of the thick Zadian Forest. So all you gotta do is just kind of like go through there. Although, you know, that would make me kind of nervous, like walking through there. Like, I mean, I would hate to step on one of them, but they're hanging out on the ground. So I guess that would kind of be on them. But knowing me, I would probably like very carefully, like kind of like drag my feet along the whole length of grass. Anytime I would suspect there were Adoraburs nearby. Adoraburs. Adoraburs. Oh my god. This is a great video. This is going fantastic. We get some more artwork of the Zadian Forest, and some more artwork of the Zadian Forest, and then a bit more, embrace yourself, of artwork of the Zadian Forest. I actually really like these down here where you can kind of see like these kind of strange, like they almost look like they've been designed, but they are like these beautiful natural formations. Ah yes, the cool prince. Prince 𝐀𝐧𝐝. 𝐀𝐧𝐝 is the hot-headed prince of Noodlelandia and heir to its throne. When his father, King 𝐼𝐴𝐥, is critically injured by supposed Zadian assassins, 𝐀𝐧𝐝 seizes control of Noodlelandia and its army with a vengeful goal: war. You know, this guy really reminds me a lot of Zuko from Avatar: The Last Airbender, like Season 1, man on a mission. I'm gonna capture the Avatar. I'm gonna get revenge for my father. Like it seems like him. Season 1 Zuko. Am I the only one that sees that? Comment below if you guys can kind of see that. I feel like he's got like book 1 Zuko vibes. And then we get to take a look at 𝐼𝒆𝒗. This guy is so awesome. I love this character so much. I really hope to see more of him in the future. Runan's husband 𝐼𝒆𝒗 is the Silver Grove's master craftsman. His work ranges from the elegant lethality of Moonshadow Elf weapons to the delicate metalwork of trinkets and jewelry. He also has like a really cool voice. I really love his voice. Queen 𝐀𝐧𝐝. The imperious ruler of the Sunfire Elves, Queen 𝐀𝐧𝐝 embodies the power and glory of the sun. She demands complete fealty and forthrightness from her subjects, and her disdain for humans is absolute. Yeah, she's a little unreasonable. She's definitely not a good leader for her people, and not the kind of person you want in power when you're trying to find peace. Ah yes, 𝐀𝐧𝐝. 𝐀𝐧𝐝 is a student of language translation and interpretation in Luxoria. They take their studies very seriously and were top of their class in linguistics. So a 𝐀𝐧𝐝 is a citizen, not a soldier. Oh, 𝐀𝐧𝐝 is a citizen, not a soldier. So they do not have... Wait, so are 𝐀𝐧𝐝... Is 𝐀𝐧𝐝 not the name? And 𝐀𝐧𝐝 is like the name of like a group of people? Or is 𝐀𝐧𝐝 being called they because they identify as non-binary? Do you guys know what that is? I'm a little confused by the wording on this. Let me know down below if you guys know what's going on with this. Like, what is 𝐀𝐧𝐝 the name? Sunfire High Priest. The Sunfire High Priest is a fixture at Queen 𝐀𝐧𝐝's side. His direct connection to the Sun Primal helps him channel the incalculable power of the Sun Forge. Yeah, he's got a really cool design too. One thing I really like about his design is that headpiece is really cool. Like, it kind of reminds me of the elites from Halo, like the Zealot class. Like, I dig it. I really dig it. And then we get a look at Luxoria, and I believe this is the place where they perform the... where they perform the ritual at the Sun Nexus. I think this is the Sun Nexus. And then we get to see Luxoria at sunset. And then we get to see the wonderful prison where they were keeping Amaya. So I was really curious about this prison, and this is probably just me maybe being a little nitpicky, but is this a prison? Because here's my question. If this is supposed to be a prison, right, then why is it surrounded by fire, since it seems that most Sunfire elves can pass through fire? So is this a prison only for humans? And if so, why build it with a ring of fire? Why not just build like a standard metal prison? I don't know. If this room is something else, like they use this for like training or something to learn how to do it, and they just stuck her in here, is maybe, I'm not sure. Maybe if I ever get to talk to Aaron Ehaz or Justin Richmond, I can ask them about this and be like, what? Is that like a prison, or are they like using this room for something else and they were just keeping her in here because it could serve as a prison? Like, these are the questions that keep me up at night, because I don't have a lot in my life. Ah, yes. And then we get to see the mysterious pool where they keep the little things that float in there. The, whatever they're called, the things that Ithari made. And we get to see some of the faceless designs. That actually like kind of creeped me out the first time I watched book 3 with my friends. When we see the first Moonshadow Elf turn around and their face was gone, I was like, oh no. It's Ko. Ko's here? Oh, Ko is so creepy. I'm like, I don't know how he got into this universe, but he's here, and he's stealing faces. And then we get to look at Ithari's workshop, and we get to look at some of his really elegant, well-designed tools. Get to see a little forge over here to the side, and various weapon types that he has designed. And many of these you will recognize to be the exact same kinds of weapons that the other Moonshadow Elves assassins that were with Brunan and Rayla were carrying. Though Rayla and Callum's visit during the day, the Silver Grove exists in a perpetual twilight between the thick forest trees. That's so cool. You know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of Lothlorien from The Lord of the Rings, with that kind of like blue haze. I wonder if that was an inspiration for its design. Ah, yes. And then hot topic. Nyx. I don't hate Nyx. I don't really care for her. Basically, she's kind of like okay, I guess. I would like to like her more, but besides having a cool design, I don't. There wasn't much to her. Maybe if she has more time in the future, she might grow on me a little bit more. But I didn't really care for her very much. Nyx lives a life as free as the blue sky above, free from obligations, expectations, and rules. With her wings and her ambler friend, she roams Zadia, charming and duping anyone who falls for her schemes. What I like about that too is like when Nyx first meets like Rayla and Callum, Rayla's like immediately suspicious. She's just like, yeah, I don't trust you. like she's like, just give me the little dragonling. I'm with the dragon queen. Just give it to me. And she's just like, no. Like, she's not very good at duping people. I definitely think that the design of Nyx is really cool and would be a really cool thing to cosplay as. It's a little much for my personal tastes, though. Like, there's a lot going on with this character design, and it's a little much for me. I prefer more simple designs myself. Down here, we can see some like different color palettes they were experimenting with, and neither one of these are doing anything for me. I don't know. It's no. You know what? Okay, one more complaint about Nyx. Like, look at her. Does she look trustworthy? If you saw, she looks like a demon or something with like the side horns and the dark wings. Like, if she was like, if she came up to you and she was like, hey, I'm here to help, you know, I'm here to help you out. Like, would you trust this person? Like, I don't know. She looks like a bad guy. Like, that's all I'm saying. I'm just saying. She just looks like a bad guy. Oh, Nyx. Nyx. I swear, I don't hate Nyx. She's just a lot. That's all. Alrighty, well that's all the time we have for this video. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. This one was a bit of a disaster. I feel like it kind of went way off the rails. So thanks for watching to the end. If you liked the video, please remember to like, or if you have an answer to one of the mini questions that I post, Please leave a comment down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.